Today's inspection is going to involve opening the hives, taking a quick look at some of the frames, maybe all the frames if I have time, looking for queens, looking for eggs, looking for larvae. I'm also going to be placing 2 quarts of sugar water on each hive. They did go through the first quart pretty quickly, so I didn't go check it soon enough. So they may have gone through it in 2 or 3 days, or maybe 5 days. It was about 6 days before I actually went back to check. So the inspection today hopefully won't take too long. We'll do it from left to right, hive 1, 2, 3, in that order. So should be kind of fun. Okay, I'm now officially recording. I'm going to remove the lid. I haven't smoked the bees yet. Probably not going to just yet. Not unless I see a couple come up here and want to give me a hug. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I've got a whole bunch of bees underneath here. Just a swallow or two of sugar water there. But they left. I think there's a little bit down in there. Come on, sweetie. There you go. It shouldn't be so messy on the top, but they'll clean it up. Okay. Just going to lay it down on top of this cover carefully. Don't smash anybody. Alright, looks like the bees are clustered mainly in the center. They have actually pulled these 2 frames together, which I've got to do something about. I've got to cut them apart. So I'm going to start working from this side. And actually, I'm going to pull this cover up. That will allow me to set the frames down inside the sugar box. So we'll pull this frame up. It doesn't have a lot of bees on it, but it's got bees on it. Let's see if I can get it out of here. There we go. Good grip on it. As you can see, they've pretty well socked it full of honey. They've capped off a bunch of it. They've repaired this side, capped off a bunch of honey as well. This is all honey right here. Possibly some sugar water too. So I'm going to set this frame in here. That way it's out of the way. I'm looking at a couple of bees in here acting a little weird. Okay. Looks like we got some extra comb here I'm going to take off. Smashing down the comb they're building up. They don't need to build it. A few more girls on this side. Starting to store a little bit of honey up here. up near the top there. Let's see if I can get, if I'm getting that in the picture. Okay. Some good looking honeycomb here. Looks like fresh stuff. Nothing on the backside yet. So we'll set that down inside. Slide it over just a bit. Alright, so here's where we're going to break open some hive. Let's see if we got a queen up here. Okay, they're festooning, which means they're kind of clinging to each other. They're building their comb out a little too tall, but I'm going to leave it like that. Looks like a lot of honey up here. Just moving the girls out of the way so I can... Okay, they're building comb and putting in nectar. Okay, this particular frame is going to be a problem. This is the one that's got the been tied together with all the comb. And I've got to break it apart. I'm the bad guy here. Gotta get these girls out of the way. I hate doing this to them, but they've got to stop doing it. Alright, so, whoa, almost dropped it. Looking for a queen. Looking for eggs. I've got some capped off cells over here. So it's possible she's on this frame. I don't see her. At least she hasn't jumped out at me yet. I'll flip it around. Could be on this side too. Big old drone up there. Okay, as you can see, this big lump of wax here I'm going to get rid of. Sorry, girls. It's full of honey too. Bet it tastes real good. Looking for the queen. I see lots of big drones. That's a good sign. That means the males are starting to hatch. She may have just scooted around the other side and I didn't see her. But they're putting in good food stores. They've got nectar in here, pollen. Pollen right down there, the different colors in the cells. I'm going to put this back in gently. Girls like it when you treat them gentle. Kind of hard on the back. Ugh. I stand on a small board down here, a 2x6, because it's kind of rocky and uneven. Still kind of hard on the back. Okay. Moving this frame out just a bit. This is the one that was attached to the other one. And probably going to be very heavy. It is. Whoa. Full of drone cells. Okay, these are drone cells right here, the big ones. Look like bullets. Lots of drone cells. And you can see how thick the comb is. It's built out at least an inch away from the the frame itself. And they've got a layer here. I'm not going to break it loose because it's got babies in it. But at some point I may have to replace this frame and scrape off all the comb. Don't see the queen yet. She might be in here. But it's very heavy. It's about 8 or 9 pounds, and that's all honey on this side. The white stuff is capped honey. Good to eat. So they're gathering, foraging as it were. Okay, I'm going to sit this back down gently. It's awful tight. There we go. Nose is running. Okay, we're going to move this frame out. Looks like there's nothing on this frame. Totally empty. Couple of bees. That's it. I'll set it right there for the time being. Okay, these next 2 frames over are frames that I actually put back in here from old hives from last year. And they still have wax on them. Still got nectar and pollen in them. And the girls are working to clean them out. So this is a good sign. Again, it's all just, it's old brood comb is what it is. And the next frame has bees on it, but not a lot of progress. I've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4 actual frames of bees, and I need to have at least, because this is a 9 frame setup, I need to have at least say 7 or 8 of them filled out before I go any farther. I'm going to move this over carefully. Try and maintain a little tighter bee space so that maybe they'll stop chaining these together. There we go. And this one, just a little bit tight. I'm going to cut off some of this. Sorry, girls. Boy, the pollen in Georgia is just horrible. Okay, we're back up against that. Got some tighter spacing on this side, hopefully. Okay, we're going to get our normal spacing a little bit better here. Oops, I forgot one frame. Alright, it had nothing on it, so basically it can go anywhere. I think I'll put it right here. It's up against a frame that's got some wax on it. And then this one has wax in, pretty heavy. It's about 6 or 7 pounds of honey. So that's going back in. I'm going to try and space it just a little better. If I try to keep them honest with some of these frames, maybe I'll only have 2 rogue frames here. And it looks like they're clustering on these, so that's partly why I'm keeping the separation just a little bit looser. There we go. Girls, please don't disappoint me. There we go. Alright, so these girls are pretty much inspected. I did not see the queen, and I'm not worried about that at all. She's down in there somewhere. There's lots of brood happening, lots of eggs. The next inspection will probably tell the story. So I'm going to put this back on. Square it up. Alright, now I'm going to put 2 quarts of sugar water on there, because they went through one pretty quick. Okay, and again, these are plastic quarts that I punched 25 or 30 holes in the top, and I turn them over away from the hive so that when they drip a little bit, they stop dripping before I get back. Now I'm giving them just enough room to get up in there. The second one, I'll butt up next to that one. I don't know if you can hear that dripping in the woods. And there's just enough room for a bee or two to get in there, get up through there, so the girls that are in the top right now can get back home. Alright, putting the cover over the feed. Got 2 bees on the lid, so not too bad. And they'll be fine. They can fall down in there. They can eat a little bit, and then find their way back in the house. So, this one's done. I'm going to move my tools over. Smoke is blowing up in my face. Alright, so I'm going to tackle hive number 2, which is the swarm hive, and we'll be right back. Okay, this is Scott's hive, or what I refer to as the swarm hive. It's the second hive in the group, and basically the same thing. We're going to just look at the bees, take a look and see if we can find the queen. If not, it's not a big deal. Oh boy, that smoke. I haven't had to use the smoker. Hopefully I won't have to. But it's kind of rough on you when you have to. Especially if it's blowing in your face. Oh my goodness. We got girls everywhere. So, I'm going to take this lid off, set it back down in here, so that we have a place to lay some frames if we need to. Bone dry. Okay, so that one's done. Girls are looking for food. And I'm looking to turn this over. Look for the queen. I don't see her at all. Shake these guys down in a little bit. Put this on here so that we can... Actually, I think I'll do the same as I did the other one. I'll lean this up right here, that way I can set a frame over here if I need to. There you go, girls. I'm going to put a little smoke on them, drive them down. What the smoke does is it kills their sense of smell, basically, and causes them to go down and gorge on honey, which is not a problem. Okay, so hive tool. I'm going to start on this far end and take a look through the camera and see if you can see this. Yep. Okay. I'm getting a lot of humming in there, so may have startled the girls a little bit when I smoked them. Okay, we're going to pull this frame up. The girl's on my thumb, checking me out. Okay, there's just wax on here that I put on there. There's nothing really to brag about. A couple bees. Well, that's a shallow frame too, so won't be able to do much with that. Or a shallow box, I mean. Deep frame. Okay, same thing here. No progress, but a couple bees. Okay, got some cleaning done here. Looks pretty good. Looks like they're still digging out and cleaning in here. Also see some pollen. So the girls are working on this. See, they got their heads down inside. Good girl. Okay, I'll take a little longer step here so my back isn't killing me so bad. Okay, this one's kind of heavy. Full of nectar. Lots of shiny nectar. I don't know if it shows up in the camera. Uh-oh, we got a queen cup over here. Might be an old one. I'm going to smash it. There was no egg in it. Queen cups are made for those just in case emergencies, that in case the queen dies or she gets killed or something happens. The queen cup is then turned into a queen cell, which looks like a peanut. It's the shape of a peanut and very elongated. Okay, the girls are really buzzing. This frame is just extremely heavy. More noses down inside, lots of nectar. Capped honey over here. Capped honey here. All nectar. That's why it's so heavy. And I'll say this thing weighs at least 5 or 6 pounds, maybe more. These big frames can weigh up to 10 pounds. And when you've got 10 of them inside one of these hives, in one of these hive bodies, picking up 10 10-pound frames is 100 pounds if your math is correct. So they get very heavy, which I'm not getting any younger. So it might be I may have to switch down to the medium size, and then they only weigh about 7 pounds each. So it'd only be about 60 to 70 pounds. Okay. Another very heavy frame. Capping it off. Honey, honey, honey. Lots of nectar. Honey, honey. So they're making the best of the situation where they've got food stores and they're not going to be in any trouble anytime soon as far as food is concerned. I did place those in there in the swarm box when I captured these guys, so It was a gift. Sweetie, get off my glove. I know you want to hang out. Okay, we got another deep frame here. Very full of bees. Looks very heavy. Oh my God. More honey. More nectar, more pollen. Mostly nectar and honey. It's not capped, but it's there. Again, nectar, honey, honey in the corner here. The whole thing's full of nectar. Now the bees fan their wings to dry the nectar out so that its moisture content is between 15 and 18%. That's when they cap it off. Anything over that, like 20%, they'll continue to fan it until the moisture is gone. Then once the moisture is gone, once they cap it off, honey will keep forever. They found some honey in a pharaoh's tomb that's 3,000 years old. So the stuff, and it's still good. So this stuff never rots. Now it will on occasion get, I guess what you call crusty. But you just warm it up and it'll just go right back to being honey. Okay, I don't see the queen. Going back down. Again, this is just a real fast inspection. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. Oh, back. Ooh. I'm looking for eggs. I'm looking for a sign that this queen is here laying, and I'm not seeing it. That doesn't mean she's not. This means that I didn't see it. Didn't see any queen cells, so the queen is in there somewhere. She probably is hidden by all the other bees. Her retinue's probably got her covered up. Her retinue being the queen's court, comes around and feeds her and cleans her and takes care of her. So I'm moving all these back over. Oh. The back is just about, feels like it's broken. Lift this one up just a bit. That propolis is what's making it tougher to slide over. Oh, sorry, girl. Okay, that one's over, and then this one. So we'll get our bee space back. Spread everything back into towards the center. We have even spaces between all the frames called bee space. And that way they don't build the comb out like that first hive. Well, it looks like we're okay on this hive. I'm going to close her up. The stain up here is from my 2-gallon feeder. So I've got to kind of slide this on because I got girls on the bottom edge who want to hang on. So we'll slide it around so they get kicked off instead of squashed. Alright. Giving my back a short break. Okay, I got a quart of syrup. I'm going to dump away from the hive. going right on top. Got another one over here. I'm going to dump away from the hive. It's also going on top and leaving just enough space for a few bees to crawl up in here if they need to. Like this one. Okay. Cover back down. Inner cover, now the outer cover. The outer cover is pretty heavy too. Heavy wood, it's heavy metal. Makes them kind of weatherproof. Alright. Down to our last one. We'll move the empties over. Move my tools over. Move my smoker over. Thank goodness I didn't have to use it much. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off. Okay, we're on the last hive. The girls have been pretty quiet today. Again, it's kind of cold and it's mid-70s, probably right now, maybe low to mid-70s. So I'm trying not to get too much exposure for the girls. Don't want them to get cold or chill the brood. I'll set this over here. Okay, cover's coming up. Making back. Okay. One more empty. There you go, girlfriend. Alright, so cover coming up. Probably a lot of bees on there. A little extra comb as well. So we're going to scrape the comb off of there. Can't have it up here, girls. It's not allowed. Set this just like so. Alright. Okay, this is another one that's building their comb together. So I'm going to have to cut it apart. Looks like a bunch of bees though. We got bees everywhere. This one's going to probably need a second hive body. Let me see if I can break this loose. See if I can grab this. Cut this on the wrong end. There we go. Just like so. Alright. Ladies. Okay, we've got pollen, nectar, and girls with their butts in the air. They're cleaning. So I'm going to put this one in this hive body so it's out of my way. Alright, girl. Alright, so this next one is glued together with comb. I'm going to break it apart. thing about bees is you have to move slow and deliberately, and they won't bother you. You can do this barehanded, but I don't recommend it. Lots of yellow pollen, orange pollen. The white on the top is honey. Girls with their butts in the air looking, digging in there. I'm looking for a queen. There's honey over here by my thumb. Capped honey. Okay, I don't see the queen. I sure see a lot of bottoms in the air. So I'm going to try and scrape some of this off of here. Little fruit. Fall down in. I'm trying to avoid them gluing the frames together, best I can anyway. Let's put this back down in, carefully. Don't squash anybody. Back. Scrape a little honey right there. A little right there, a little right there, a little right there. Watch out, girls. Sweetie, you're not trapped, are you? She's either trapped or she's hungry. See if we can break her free. You getting out of there, girl? There you go. The things we do for love. Okay, so I've got another frame full of bees. Chock full of bees. Oh yeah. And this is all brood babies. A couple of these large swelling up cells are drones. I don't know if I got the camera in there. The big cells are drones. Look like bullets. No queen yet. Probably buried down there somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. As you can see, I got more brood. The open ones are ones that have probably just recently hatched. So this is capped brood all through here. These are babies. It looks like the queen, but that's a drone. Get it in the sun a little bit. Okay. Back down they go. Watch out, girls. Yeah, I'm pulling apart a lot of comb. We've got comb built between the frames, and I'm cutting it off here. And my back is killing me so much, I'm just gonna take a look at this for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna call it quits because my back is just on fire. And I'm looking down in the middle here, and I've got bees all the way over to here, which is a very positive sign. I mean, I've got bees on almost every frame, but I'm going to take a look at this one real quick because they've chained it together too. Man, it's heavy. Whoa. Ugh. They've got honey on here, more honey here, and they're chaining it together right there. And we're going to stop that today. Okay. I'm suffering. The pollen is getting to me, and my back is. So I'm gonna put it back together. I can see down in here I've got bees galore. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 full frames of bees. We'll pull this one out just to take a look. Heavy. Just nectar and capped honey. This one's a lot of stuff. So it's got a lot of resources on there. Got a piece of comb sticking out I'm going to have to cut off. Right there. Way it went. Probably should have used my gripper to pull this one out. Have to be real careful I don't roll anybody. Squash anybody. Okay. We'll move this back over. Yeah, this hive is very strong for being a nucleus hive. Started out with 5 frames of bees, and I've got at least 7. So my next inspection is going to probably require I bring another box out here. In order to fill this thing back up. Because these girls are going to start to swarm if I don't. And bees do swarm when they get crowded. That's exactly what's happening. They're getting crowded. Okay, last ring going back in. Heads up, girls. Coming down. Coats in the middle. Okay, we're going to bring this side over. If my back wasn't so bad, I would finish this hive, but next time out I'll just do this hive first. And I'll need to bring a box with me with 10 more frames, because they're going to need it. Okay, I want to ease this on down so I don't squash anybody. Kind of slide it around so they don't get squashed. Okay. Oh, they come back. These are those darn still. Okay, there's jar number 1. And I'm dumping jar number 2. Alright, there we go. Now the girls have 2 quarts of feed. They should be able to survive on that. Looks like they've got plenty of stores, so I'm not worried about them starving, but I'm not going to take a chance. And this has got medication in it too, so it's good for the bees. And they'll be raising more babies with it because it's got a brood builder and that sort of thing in it, plus the sugar water stimulates wax building. So they'll be putting in wax and taking care of business. I've been very impressed with these 3 hives and the swarm hive because none of them appear to be aggressive at all. I've used my smoker maybe once or twice and really didn't have to, but you know, it's here if I need it. And as you can see, there's nobody around me. They're out in the front where they should be. There's a few flying around up here, but they're just going out and doing their business. They're going to get nectar and pollen and bring it back and then store it in their hive. So I'm very impressed with the growth of this hive especially. The other 2 hives, maybe not so much. The first hive, I'm hoping this extra feed will boost them along. I'll come out and this hive I'm going to suspect is going to have gone through their sugar water really quick. The other 2 hives maybe not quite so quick, but hopefully we'll get everything going and these girls will start growing and my poplar trees will be blooming here pretty soon. I've got tulip poplars. I've got one huge one that's probably 80 feet tall, and then my neighbor's got a couple of them in his yard, and one of those trees equals an acre of flowers, so they have tremendous nectar potential, and so the honey growth spurt could be coming any day now. But again, I don't want my girls to starve, so that's why I brought the food up. Alright, so that's going to be the end of today's inspection. As late as it is, I don't normally like to do late inspections, but it was cold and windy today, and actually it's very comfortable right now, so I'm pretty pleased. I'm pleased with what I see in the hives. This particular hive, the 3rd hive, that thing has really exploded, so that queen is laying some serious eggs. The other 2 coming right along, so everything's happy. Thanks for watching.